Hello student. Now today in this session of accounts class 12 related with the admission of the partner, we will be going to see the presentation of the partners capital account, current account, revaluation account and the new balance sheet with the help of few adjustment entries, and then we will be seeing then what is the effect of those entries and how we are preparing the various accounts related with the treatment in the books of accounts when there is a change in the partnership agreement due to the admission of partner. So we will be solving one particular numerical here so that you can understand that how we have to do all the adjustment and what will be the treatment of the various adjustment where those accounting treatment will be shown and in which account it will be shown. It is said that A and B were partners and who were partners in the firm in the profit sharing ratio 3:2. Two partners were there, A and B. Okay. Their profit sharing ratio was 3:2. They admit C as a new partner for and after C's admission, the new ratio between A, B and C will be 4:3:2. Okay. So C is admitted as a new partner and after C's admission, the new profit sharing ratio will become 4:3:2. Now they have given the balance sheet on the date of the change in agreement, and then they have given few adjustments that what are being required at the time of the admission of the new partner. So how we have to do this sum? We have got the basic criteria that first we are following all the adjustment, and what we can do that before following the adjustment there are various postings which are there or various entries which are there in the previous balance sheet which we have to post because there will be no change in those entries. So the entries like the balances of the capital account and the current account. So balances of capital account of A and B were 3 lakh and 1,50,000 respectively. By balance BD 3 lakh and 1,50,000 respectively. Because we are preparing capital and current account both, so it means here the capital of partner is fixed. And the current account balance were showing 50,000 and 10,000 respectively. So therefore the credit balance that is 50,000 and 10,000 respectively. Then afterward in the balance sheet there is a creditor and there is a general reserve. So we have to see the adjustment. अपन adjustment देख लेते हैं. In this case when I am going through the adjustment, so there are no adjustments related with the general reserve and the creditor. So the amount of creditor and general reserve, what we have to do, the creditor amount will directly go in the balance sheet, that is the revised balance sheet. So in revised balance sheet, the amount of creditor will be transferred as it is, that is 75,000 rupees, and the general reserve will be distributed among the partner in their current account. So by general reserve, because there is no claim against the reserve also, so general reserve will be distributed, okay, amongst the old partners, that is A and B. So A and B were the partners in the ratio 3:2, and general reserve here is 60,000. So 60,000 divided 3:2 के रेशियो में डिवाइड हो जाएगा. तो जनरल रिजर्व 60,000 divided by 5, so that means 12,000. A का हो जाएगा 12,000 into 3 and B will be 12,000 into 2. So this becomes 36,000 and this becomes 24,000. So this is the amount of general reserve, 36,000 and 24,000 respectively, which will be taken by A and B. As there were related with the creditor and general reserve. So we have transferred this amount in the current account, that is general reserve, and the liability side of the balance sheet showed the creditor amount as it is. Okay. Now on the asset side there is cash at bank. Okay. There is stock, investment and goodwill. So goodwill is one of the amount which you have to write off. आपको ये amount पे write off करना है by debiting in the partner's current account. So to goodwill, because it is the existing goodwill which is there in the books of the firm. So the value of goodwill was 50,000. So 50,000 is the ratio 3:2. So that will be what? 30,000 for A and 20,000 will go to B. So this is the distribution of the existing goodwill. From asset side only this is the amount which we have to settle, and in rest of the amount there might be some adjustments related with the revaluation, increase, decrease, whatever it may be. So now we are moving towards the adjustment part. Now adjustment number 1 says that provision for doubtful debt is to be maintained at 5% on debtors. We have to maintain PDD, that is PDD at the rate of 5% on debtor. So total debtors here are 1 lakh rupees. Okay, we have got 1 lakh rupee debtor. And on that 5%, that means 5,000. So the amount of provision for doubtful debt should be 5,000. But in the old balance sheet already it is given provision for doubtful debts 4,000. पुरानी balance sheet में भी provision for doubtful debts का amount 4,000 already exists कर रहा है. So in this case what we have seen that new PDD is 5,000 and there was already a existing PDD 4,000. So there is an increase in the amount of provision for doubtful debts by 1,000 rupees only. पुराने में 4,000 ऑलरेडी था, नए में 5,000 हो गया वो, तो 1,000 रुपए का PDD बढ़ गया. तो it will be shown in revaluation account, that is to provision for doubtful debts. It is your liability, तो liability बढ़ रही है आपकी, so there will be loss for you. And in the new balance sheet, amount of debtors is 1 lakh minus provision for doubtful debts, that is now new provision is 5,000. So remaining debtors will become 95,000 rupees. So this is how you have to show the treatment. 1,000 rupees increase PDD here, and here also we have increased the PDD by 1,000, क्योंकि old balance sheet में already 4,000 था, अब new balance sheet में ये 5,000 हो गया. Now new debtor is 95,000 rupees. An outstanding bill for repair 25,000 to be accounted in the book. There was an outstanding bill for repair which now you have to take into consideration. पहले नहीं था पर अब लेना है. So two outstanding repair bill, that is 25,000 rupees, and this will also increase your liability, that is outstanding repair bill 25,000 rupees. So revaluation debit side and on the liability side of the new balance sheet. Okay. So this is how this treatment will be shown. Then comes an unaccounted accrued interest rupees 7,500. There is an unaccounted accrued interest. So by accrued interest 7,500. एक 7,500 रुपए का ऐसा इंटरेस्ट का अमाउंट था जो आपने लिखा नहीं था, तो दैट इज accrued interest जो आपको मिलने वाला था. So this will increase your asset. तो asset increase होगा तो फायदा, तो revaluation credit side, and here also on the asset side, that is accrued interest 7,500. Okay. So this is how you have to show the treatment of this adjustment. Then A takes the investment at an agreed value of 30,000. A ने जो कंपनी के पास, फर्म के पास जो इन्वेस्टमेंट थे वो 30,000 रुपए में टेक ओवर कर रही है. Now we have to see that worth of investment was 40,000. इन्वेस्टमेंट जो था वो 40,000 का था. A ने उसको 30,000 में टेक ओवर कर लिया, तो दैट मींस ओवरऑल लॉस हो गया 10,000 का. तो रिवैल्यूएशन से लॉस जाएगा टू इन्वेस्टमेंट के नाम से. That is decrease in the value of investment is 10,000. अब इसको A ने टेक ओवर किया है और the worth of rupees 30,000. So that means A is supposed to give this 30,000 to firm. So to investment. हम A का अकाउंट क्या कर देंगे, डेबिट कर देंगे 30,000 रुपीस. Okay. So investment worth rupees 30,000 debited for A. Okay. तो ये अब क्या हुआ, A को जो 30,000 दे रहे थे वो हमने उसके अकाउंट में डेबिट कर दिए, तो ये अमाउंट उतना कम हो जाएगा उसके अकाउंट में. Expenses on revaluation rupees 5,000 are paid by A. The expenses of revaluation are rupees 5,000 which are being paid by A. तो हमें ये अमाउंट A को देना है, तो टू A's current account, that is revaluation expenses 5,000 rupees. ये 5,000 रुपए हम A को देंगे because he has undertaken the job of performing the things that is related with the revaluation of assets and liabilities. इसका सेकंड इफेक्ट कहाँ जाएगा, इसका सेकंड इफेक्ट जाएगा A के करंट अकाउंट में, that is by रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट ब्रैकेट एक्सपेंसेस और A के अकाउंट में क्रेडिटेड 5,000 rupees. Okay, so this is how we will be showing the treatment of expenses when we are paying it to any partner. Then comes stock is revalued at 79,000 rupees. The valuation of stock is at 79 and the old value of stock was 74. So that means stock increased by 5,000. So by stock 5,000, and in new balance sheet it will be stock 79,000 rupees. नई बैलेंस शीट में स्टॉक हो जाएगा 79 का. Then it is said that new profit sharing ratio is 4:3:2. So new profit sharing ratio 4:3:2, which will be helping us in finding out the sacrificing ratios of the partner because we have to take the adjustment of goodwill. तो अब नया एडजस्टमेंट आ रहा है रिलेटेड विद गुडविल. C is to pay an amount equal to his share in firm's goodwill valued at twice the average profit of last 3 years ending 31st March 2020, 1918 were 150, 130 and 125 respectively. So we have to calculate the amount of goodwill also on the basis of 2 times of the average profit of last 3 years. पिछले 3 साल के प्रॉफिट के बेस पे बनाना है. गुडविल को कैलकुलेट करेंगे पहले by average profit method. So the goodwill will be calculated by average profit method. So amount of goodwill will be the average profit on the basis of last 3 years. So last 3 years profit was 1,50,000, 130 and 125. Okay. So we have to find out average profit first. So profit of all the years 1,50,000 plus 1,30 and 125 respectively. 130 plus 125 divided by 3. So this will become 280, 380, 4,05,000. 405 upon 3. So it will be 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, 3. So average profit is 1,35,000. When average profit is 1,35,000, so the value of goodwill is 2 times of average profit. The 2 times of average profit means goodwill बरोबर 135 into 2, that is 2,70,000 rupees. So this is the worth of goodwill that is 2,70,000 rupees. This is firm's goodwill. And now from this firm's goodwill, what we have to do? We have to find out C share of premium. C share of premium. तो C का शेयर निकालेंगे. C is coming for 2/9 share because 4, 3 and 2. So 2/9. So C share of premium 2/9. Okay. So we will be calculating C share of premium. C's premium over 2,70,000 firms goodwill into 2/9. So 9 3s are 30,000 into 2. This is the amount of C share of premium, that is 60,000 rupees. C will bring 60,000 rupees as his premium. And now this 60,000 rupee will be given to A and B in their sacrificing ratio. Okay. So this will go to A and B in their sacrificing ratio. So now we have to find out the sacrificing ratio of A and B. So sacrificing ratio you can find out by using the formula, that is what we will rub this thing, that is related with old ratio minus new ratio. So now sacrificing ratio of A and B. Formula will be old ratio minus new ratio. So old ratio is 3/5 minus new ratio 4/9. 2/5 minus 3/9. 45. 5 and 9 LCM 45. Then 5 9s are 9 3s are 27 minus 20. So it will be 7/45. 5 9s are 2 9s are 18 minus 50. It is 3/45. So it is 7:3. The sacrificing ratio 7:3. So now this 60,000 will go in the ratio 7:3. So A and B share 60,000 into 7/10. So this becomes 42,000. And for B it is 60,000 into 3/10. So this becomes 18,000 rupees. So this is 42 and 18,000 respectively, which will be credited to the current account of A and B, that is by premium for goodwill. That is 42 and 18 respectively. 42,000 and 18,000 respectively. Now what they have said, this premium for goodwill is withdrawn half of the amount by A. इसमें से आधा अमाउंट को लेकर के चले जाएंगे. तो 2 कैश आधा, तो 42 का आधा 21 and 18 का आधा is 9. So this is all. We have completed all the adjustment here. ये सारे adjustment complete होते हैं. Now we have to see that how we will be closing the things. So we will close the things. First close the revaluation account 12,500, 25, 26, 36, 41. Total becomes 41 minus 10. So loss of 31,000 rupees. Okay. 1,000, 25,000, 10,000 and 5,000 respectively. So 41 minus 12,500. So 12,500. So 31 minus 28,500. So by loss transfer to A's capital account and to B's capital account. 28,500. So total value closes by 41,000. Now this 28,500 you have to divide in the ratio 3:2. Old profit sharing ratio 5 times. 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35, 57 into 3. So this is 17,100, and now 5,700 into 2, this will become 11,400. So this is how you have divided, that is 17,100 and 11,400. Now this amount will be shifted to the current account by revaluation profit. 17,100 and 11,400. So this is the transfer of revaluation profit in the current account, what we have done. Now we will be closing the current account. अब हम close करेंगे current account 50, 36, then revaluation expenses also 5,000 rupees, and then 42,000. Sorry, there was a loss, so loss will be debited. I am extremely sorry, loss will be debited to revaluation loss. I have written profit. Okay, it is 17,100 and 11,400. Okay. So now this becomes 50, 36, 86, 91, 93, 1,33,000. On credit side, the total becomes 133, and on debit side it is 30, 30, 60, 81, 88, 98, 1. So 1,33,000 minus 98,100. 34,900 is the remaining balance here, and here it is 10,000, 24, 34,000 and 18, 52,000. Okay, so 52,000 minus 29, 30, 40,000 and 400. So 40,000 and 400 you have to minus 0, 0, 6, 1, 1, 11,600. So these are the remaining figure in the current account, that is 11,600 and 34,900 to balance sheet, and this will close with 1,33,000 and 52,000 respectively. 133 and 52,000 respectively. Okay. So this is the closure of this account, that is the current account, and now we will move to the capital account. What we have observed here, that capital by bank account. C has brought the capital amount of rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So now the closing balance of capital account, it will close by 3 lakh, it will close by 150, and this will close by 1 lakh. So it is 3 lakh, 150 and 1 lakh respectively. To balance sheet, and the account closes 3 lakh, 1,50,000 and 1 lakh respectively. Okay, so this is the closure of this account, that is the capital account. Now the balances of the capital will be transferred to the liability side of the balance sheet. So capital account, that is A, B and C, 3 lakh, 150 and 1 lakh. So this becomes 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5, 5 lakh 50 Okay. Now the current account balance is 34,900 and 11,600. This will also go on the liability side. Current account A and B, 34,900 and 11,600. So this will become 46,500. Okay, so this is the complete procedure related with the liability. Now we move to the asset side. We have to make one settlement that is related with cash at bank. So bank का balance आपको निकालना है. So bank account what it says that we were already having a balance in the bank that is rupees 25,000. हमारे पास ऑलरेडी 25,000 का बैंक बैलेंस था. उसके बाद व्हाट वी हैव ऑब्जर्व दैट द अमाउंट व्हिच वाज ब्रॉट बाय न्यू पार्टनर C, that is 1 lakh, and this one that is premium 60,000. So 160. Okay, so bank account already have an opening balance of 25,000 plus 1 lakh rupee capital of C plus 60,000 premium amount of C and minus 30,000 which the partner has withdrawn. Okay, so this will become 185 minus 30, 1,55,000 rupees. So this is 1,55,000 rupees, the bank balance which is there at the end of the day with the firm. Now after this, now we will be closing this account also, that is the balance sheet, whether it is a statement. So we will be closing this statement. Okay, 155, 79, 75 and 95,000 rupees. Okay, then one more thing, the remaining assets. There are still some remaining assets in the balance sheet. So remaining assets are like fixed assets. They have said that there was one fixed tangible asset, 3,60,000. So that will go in the new balance sheet as it is. Fixed tangible asset 3,60,000. So now you will close this balance sheet also. 25,650 and 6,96,500. Okay. So here also fixed tangible asset 3,60,000. Then 79,000 is your stock. Then 7,500 accrued interest. After 95,000. Okay. And then it becomes your 155 for bank. Okay. 155, 160, 240, 3 lakh, 3,79,000. Okay, 360, 460, 550, 550, 520, 6,10,000, 6,89,000 and 6,96,500. So this is the end of your balance sheet also with 6,96,000. So this is how we have to perform the comprehensive numerical when we are supposed to prepare the partner's capital account, current account, revaluation account, as well as the new balance sheet with the various adjustments. And what we have observed that each adjustment is having a two effect. दो effect हर adjustment के होते हैं. That is the basic concept related with the adjustment. So now you will be able to perform the various adjustment properly and will be able to show that how we have to pose the adjustments in a proper manner. And at the end of the day, while closing the account, make it sure that when you are closing the account, you are making the calculations. You are doing the calculation. What happens once we make any calculation and whatever figure we find on one side, we directly write that figure on the other side also. Sometimes there might be some confusion. So we have to cross check the figures. Unless and until we are satisfied with this thing that the figure of both the sides are correct, we should not write the figure by assuming this thing that the balance sheet if asset is this much, so liability will also be this much. At the end of the day, you should do all the cross checking related with the figures. Thank you and have a nice day.